And we're back. Helps if you unmute yourself. Welcome back to the evening update, folks. It is Monday, November the 17th. And for another long week, guys. It's been a very long day for me. I was up at 5 o'clock. I've basically been nonstop ever since. Magic Shell already in the chat. Thank you. Repost the live. MK already did. I saw it as I was posting out the live myself. So thank you very much for reposting the live already, MK. And Shell, thank you very much. I see you guys are having a full-blown conversation. Feel free to have full-blown conversations in the chat. It's good to see you both. Thank you very much for showing up. It's wonderful to see you. But guys, we're going to get into it. First, you can go to the profile. As always, guys, check it out. There is a way that you can support me. There are many ways to support me and the show. You can support the show by giving me just the tip. Just a tip right there at the top. Send a tip. I have tipping turned on. If you have the ability, I would greatly appreciate monetary support. If you don't, that's perfectly acceptable as well. We will go over a few non-monetary ways that you can help support the channel, starting with sharing out the live stream, everybody. So if you haven't already, please share out the live stream. Then you can click on that link to patriotdad.org. That takes you to this landing page. This is essentially a Linktree replacement that was created by Siraj himself. Guys, Siraj, if you're not already following him, do so. He posts all kinds of wonderful things about IT security and how to secure your apps and your phones. So check those articles out from Siraj. But also, if you would like a Linktree replacement just like this one, he can design it for you. You can also, if you want to support monetarily, buy me a coffee. I am a cheap coffee date. I drink a lot of coffee. So any coffee sponsors out there, Black Rifle, Coffee Brand Coffee, Costco, anyone that wants to support me with coffee or a tip, I would greatly appreciate it. There's also some newer merch going up on the store, guys. We have some designs settled out. Be patient with me. I am having to reconfigure the store. We are starting to support having other creators on the store as well. So you'll see a section going on there for Shell, as well as for some other folks we will be bringing on shortly. I believe Karen and some other folks also want some of their merch up. So we will look at doing that, and we will start sharing a little bit of that with some of that profit will go to them. I will keep just a very small part of it to help me run the store. But yes, buy some merch. Check out the merch, guys. We're getting some new designs up there. You can also check out the Discord. You can check out my business, Men's Empowerment Network. If you are a gentleman going through some difficulties, whether it's divorce or custody fights, you can look me up, contact me. I will help you. I have services that I can offer. I have a lot of experience in the matter, unfortunately, but fortunately, I also got myself a very good outcome. So I can help you do the same. You can also, for free, follow me on X. You can subscribe to YouTube as well as Rumble. Those are all some free ways, as well as a couple non-free ways to support me and the channel. So I'd appreciate each and every one of them. You also see there, I've got the community linked, Patriot Dad Family. So go ahead and check that out. Join the family. I will be posting clips and other things there. We don't really know what it's going to be quite yet, but it is evolving, and we will be posting there more. Also, check out our live schedule here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday here for the evening update, guys. Saturday for the weekly update. Tuesday, topic exchange, 8:45. So that'll be tomorrow night, as well as The Strange Journey Through the Bible with Shell and Christina on Sundays at 4 p.m. So check that out. We are going to get to immigration first, folks. There is quite a few stories. Our immigration section is quite deep today. But let's check out this video. This is Charlotte City Councilor Juan Arias saying that he was an illegal alien. How do illegals become government officials? It's a very good question, guys. Let's check this one out.
I grew up undocumented in Charlotte. And
if that's true, why are you still here? Interesting.
Neighborhoods that so many immigrant families call home. And today I stand before you as not only the first Latino, but the first formerly undocumented member of the City Council.
We have an undocumented member of the City Council, and idiots, some seals are clapping.
Nope. Yesterday, the Sheriff's Office confirmed that CBP will be in our city.
Oh, good, and he's an illegal, so he can go, right? That's what I'm hearing there. I think they should stop by the mayor's office or the city council office, see wherever he's at the time. I have a good location for you to start with.
However, no transparency, no accountability, no explanation, not to my colleagues behind me, not to the public, not to the families who deserve to know what's happening in their own city. Let me say this clearly. This is not about public safety.
I mean, it kind of is, right? They're not sending their best. There's plenty of illegals that are doing nefarious things. Shell supporting from over on Rumble. Thank you as well. Guys, this shouldn't even be a thing.
It is not about finding criminals. It is about fear, it is about quotas, and it's about control.
You sure about that?
Federal agents enter our communities without warning.
Is it? Is it without? I think you know they're coming. I don't think it's without warning at all.
Without cause and without humanity, they are not keeping us safe. They are terrorizing our neighborhoods. And we do not welcome our communities being terrorized and attacked. Our Queen City will not become...
It will become whatever it is you were about to say. It's going to be, I don't know, war zone, battle zone, deportation zone, all of the above zone. Guys, why do we have illegal aliens that are serving on city councils? Like, how are they getting into elected positions at all? That's absolutely wild. Shell says idiots. That's an understatement of a large magnitude, guys. And then we have stupid stuff like this. We have a New York City Police Department officer, female. You know how I feel about female in police officer roles, but this is her demonstrating to people in uniform how to properly adorn and wear a hijab.
Nope.
No. Just no. Why? Like, we have so many places now where we have these Islamic councils and courts, the Sharia courts. Like, why, guys? This should not be allowed at all. Shell says females shouldn't be in law enforcement. Yeah, I agree with you. They tend to increase. They have to use lethal force more quickly, more frequently. They don't have the physical strength to detain people. Like, are there outliers? Sure. Does that mean we should permit them all to be officers?
Nope.
No. So you got here, Charlotte, North Carolina officials confirmed that out of 900,000 residents living in the city, over 150,000 of them are foreign born. Read that again. Out of 900,000, 150,000 are foreign born. Guys, the Biden administration did their best to admit as many people as they could, to cause as much chaos as they could, and just screw everything up. Crispy says Sharia should be banned in America. Yes. Yes, it should be. I would go a step further and say that we probably shouldn't have people openly practicing Islam, at least not in positions of government. I would say the same thing about communism. There's a lot of things, guys. Like, it's not culturally compatible with the United States. We shouldn't permit it. It's too many. Yes. Yes. 150,000 out of 900,000 is a lot. Are they going to put them in the bed? That doesn't seem very comfortable. Did they just lock his car for him? I guess. Like, can you just tow it, though? Seems like a weird choice. MK says, I don't think you should be allowed to serve in any kind of government office if you were not born in America. Yeah, currently that's really only a restriction for the presidency, right? But why isn't it a restriction at all levels of government? Like, it just seems like unless you are of this country, under the jurisdiction of this country, like, why would you be permitted to make decisions that could change the direction of this country? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of like going back to being a net taxpayer, having some skin in the game. Like, what are we doing? Like, I just don't get it. Yeah, make it make sense. That's right, Shell. Make it make sense. So this is just an arrest video. We don't need to watch the rest of it, guys. We see what's happening. They are detaining another illegal out in North Carolina. Major American cities are now under foreign freaking occupation. This is a large-scale invasion. Yes, deport them all, says Gunther. Yes, like all of the above. Yes. And then you have crazy stuff like this. Matt Van Swal reporting that a grocery store in Charlotte is now offering free delivery for illegal immigrants so that they can avoid Border Patrol operations in the city.
Supermarkets, and we announced today that we're removing all delivery fees for online shopping through our website, compareclt.com. So for all those customers who don't feel comfortable coming to the store in person, they can shop online, and then we will have it delivered through our delivery service to their home.
You know that means everyone that shops there is paying for this, right? Like, because you don't already pay enough money in taxes to support services for illegals. Now you've got to also pay it at the grocery store to subsidize home delivery for free so that they can avoid ICE. Guys, how many different layers, how many different levels of your daily interactions with government, with businesses, with everything? At how many different levels, how many layers of society are you going to be covering the costs of criminal aliens? Crispy says, shut them down. Yeah, guys, to me, this is aiding and abetting. You are covering for, you are hiding, whatever you want to call it. Guys, they are enabling a criminal behavior. Like this has to be some kind of illegal. And if it's not, like how? It's a private business. They can do what they want, but I wouldn't shop there. Karen in the house. Welcome back, Karen. I mean, they can't do whatever they want, but like, at what point is this no longer a freedom of speech issue? Like, I feel like so many things just get wrapped up in this umbrella of freedom of speech that this is like, oh, they're actions, but then the actions are considered protest, and then the protest is considered protected speech. At what level do we just say, no, you guys are reaching, you are translating or ascribing something to something that is not that thing? Like, we don't allow private businesses to do other things that are illegal, right? Like, it just seems strange. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't support these ass clowns. Like, I don't want to cover any more of the expenses of illegal immigration. And just like with this and wokeness, we have the Biden-Harris. They sent forklifts to open the border when Texas built a razor wire wall. Let's not forget this. Treason is probably a good word for it. Definitely some seditious conspiracy at a minimum. There's a lot of words. Like, it really does feel like an invasion. It feels like they just opened the gates and let in the enemy. So treason might be the right word for it. I don't know. It's hard to say. Definitely a seditious conspiracy, though. You remember this? They literally took forklifts, lifted the razor wire that the Texas State Police had erected, and they lifted the razor wire so that these people could flood in. Like, please tell me how this is not facilitating the invasion of our country. There's people actively swimming across the damn river towards where they have the opening in the gate with a forklift. This is government-sponsored invasion. I'm so glad that administration is over. They'd always told us, oh, we need comprehensive immigration reform. We will never get any of this without comprehensive immigration reform. Well, it turns out, guys, all you had to do was enforce the laws that already exist. Look at what Trump did. Trump came in, started enforcing the law that was on the books. And what's our rate right now? What's the rate of illegal immigration? 0 releases into the interior for multiple months in a row, when instead of getting tens of thousands, like Karen says, the Biden welcoming committee. Yeah, like they literally took Texas state sovereignty and used the supremacy clause to be like, nah, bet it's our job to do this border stuff, and we're going to open your border, and you just have to deal with it. Think about the ranchers and the other citizens that were on the other side of this wall that now had to deal with this massive influx of illegals. All you needed was a new president. Yeah. Turns out all you needed was a president with a pen. I don't like that we had to do so much stuff with executive orders. Like, not a huge fan. But when the legislature is asleep and they're not doing their job, then what else can we do? Just wait around and let those 2 years tick by and let Thune and Johnson be the, uniparty idiots that they are? Kara says people got killed. Yes, they did. Not just citizens. Also, a lot of illegals got killed. A lot of illegals got sexually assaulted. A lot of illegals got a lot of things. And a lot of citizens got a lot of things because of this behavior, this just permission of entry that the Biden administration perpetrated against the residents of Texas. Jill says, hey, Garrett Crispy. Hey, guys. Just in, disgusting move. Liberals in Charlotte are handing out whistles so that people can alert criminal aliens of federal presence. Whistles. Who bought them? This crap is funded. Time to start making arrests, guys. Always follow the money. We need to follow the money, find out where all this funding came from. Let's check it out.
I do not like that shit. She wants one. Oh, thank you. Yep, whistles, whistles, whistles. Eco, you're a reporter. Okay. Whistles. They hate them. Yeah, blow on that shit as loud as you fucking can, dude. They hate it.
Awful.
Fucking leaning on my whistle.
Let's see. Noise equals visibility. Code 1. Ice nearby. Blow it in short bursts. Code red. Blow in long blasts. Ice is detaining somebody. Form a crowd. Stay loud. Stay nonviolent. Don't stay silent. The fact that they had whistles, they had all these bags, they had this pre-printed paperwork, they had all this stuff, guys. Guys, this is being funded. The NGO networks mostly got shut down when they went after USAID, but obviously they didn't get it all. Obviously, there are still issues. So, what do? We go after the people that are funding this stuff. We need to find out who it is. We need to start shutting them down, freezing assets, doing whatever we got to do. If they want to accuse us of being an authoritarian, like, fine, bet we'll be a little bit authoritarian against them. It's really the only way we're going to stop this nonsense. Shell says, you guys are the best. We thank you for always being here to support. Yes, thank you very much. All of the regulars. You guys are so much fun. Van Swall here. DHS has released a list of criminal illegal aliens arrested in Charlotte during Operation Charlotte's Web. I don't know who comes up with the names for these, but I appreciate that one. It's a good movie growing up. Also the irony. Let's meet who the Democrats want to keep in our country. First up, Jordan Castillo Chavez, a criminal alien from Costa Rica, arrested for indecent liberties with child. First degree SA of a minor, attempted statutory SA of a child less than 15, and solicitation of a child by computer. He was released after authorities failed to honor an ICE detainer. Also, meet Jose Ulora Martinez, a criminal illegal from Honduras who was arrested for murder. Also released after authorities failed to honor an ICE detainer. Then we have Osman Armando Paz Ortiz, a criminal illegal from Honduras. He was arrested for SA with a child, indecent liberties with a child, sex acts with a substitute parent or custodian, by a substitute parent or custodian. Sorry, not with. He too was released after they failed to honor a detainer. Then you have Jefferson Moises Martinez Sorto, criminal alien from Honduras again. I'm noticing a trend for sexual battery, resisting an officer, fleeing, eluding arrest with a motor vehicle, also released after authorities failed to honor an ICE detainer. Then you have William Santos Roca, criminal alien from Guatemala, arrested for carrying a concealed weapon. The next day, he was arrested for a DWI. He has previous arrests for hit and run and multiple DWIs. He too was released after authorities in North Carolina failed to honor an ICE detainer. You have Carlos Portilla Guevara from El Salvador, carrying a concealed weapon and discharge of a weapon, also released after they failed to honor a detainer. You have this gentleman from Honduras, again, criminal history is vehicle theft, larceny, trespassing, burglary, forced entry, property damage, possession of stolen property, and drug possession, also released after they failed to honor a detainer. Now, if you notice, every single one of these illegal aliens was released back onto the streets of Charlotte to terrorize American citizens. How can anyone defend this? People in authority who allow these evil men onto the streets need to be put in prison. I agree. Guys, the only way this is going to stop is if you start holding the judges, the district attorneys, or anyone else involved in their release back out onto the street. Hold them accountable as an accessory at a minimum, or charge them directly for any felonies these people commit while they're released back on the street. Charge the judge, charge the DAs with a felony. These officials should be at very least be reprimanded. Karen, strongly worded letters don't really seem to do a whole lot. It's really what the Republicans are good at. For those following along at home, we have entered the YouTube censoring portion of tonight's show. Speech is free, but the words will cost you. Yeah, they will. It is what it is. Hey, Gardner. Good to see you. Yeah, words like essay and whatnot, they are not smiled upon over in YouTube land, but that's fine. YouTube can kick rocks. No. Buddy, you need to wait. What, do you see that I'm doing something, buddy? Can you do something else? It's hard to say no. He wants paper so he can color something for me. Give me a second. All right. Got him a piece of printer paper. We'll see what he comes up with. I'll show you guys if he finishes before the end of the show. We also have this, guys. An illegal alien had a panic attack. A panic attack during an arrest. Agents rushed to his aid, brought him to the hospital, and then he attempted to escape by climbing through the ceiling tiles and was promptly arrested. Thank you, ICE. Like, I don't even know what you do with this. Guy pretended to have a panic attack. They transported him at our expense, guaranteed. Guaranteed. California Doge. Doge in the house. That's right. We still have all the outlet kids art over the years. Like, man, hey, Sith Master Dad as well. We have California Doge and Sith Master and Gardner all rolling in. We are stacking them deep. Yeah, guys, I have so much fridge art. It's silly, but you know what? I love it. It's so endearing. It's so cute and adorable. It's just hard to say no to. It really is. Operation Charlotte's Web is targeting criminal aliens who have flocked to the Tar Heel state. DHS law enforcement is surging to Charlotte to protect Americans.
Charlotte's a beautiful city, but in this case, its leadership has absolutely failed it. We know that there is more than 1,400 criminal illegal aliens who are in their jails.
This is the DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs, Miss Tricia.
And they refuse to turn over those individuals to ICE law enforcement, which really, that means a revolving door of justice, and these criminal illegal aliens will go back onto Charlotte's streets to re-perpetuate their crimes. We're talking about serial child pedophiles, murderers, rapists, gang members, people who pose real...
But then when we say stuff like they're not sending our best, somehow we're the racists. Guys, it's quite obvious that they're not sending us their best. Kara says, I made grok videos out of my nephews. That's actually a very good idea. Questionable Garter says, if your fridge fill up, I'll sell you a new one. I bet you will. I don't think I'll buy an entire new refrigerator for more room for fridge art, though. I'll probably just take down the existing, make a judgment call on which one's better, and then eliminate the rest, because I have Like, very little attachment to sympathy. Techiest T's in the house as well. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of sentimental attachment to stuff like that. It does warm my heart, but you know what? They keep coloring new things. So do I really need to keep all of them? No.
Public security threats to the American people. And so, of course, we are surging resources there, and we won't stop until Charlotte is safer.
And Trisha, we were seeing footage of crowds surrounding federal agents during arrests or searches for illegal aliens, and they hand out whistles for people to use to alert illegals that agents are nearby. How is DHS responding to these individuals who are essentially obstructing justice and getting in the way of these federal operations?
Well, if you are obstructing...
Gardner says, never miss an opportunity to market. You know what? I got to respect the hustle, my guy. I got to respect the hustle. I'm still not buying another fridge, though.
Obstructing justice, or you are putting hands on law enforcement, you can expect to be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But we saw this out of New York. We saw this out of Chicago. We saw this out of Los Angeles. And yet we made more than 5,000 arrests so far in Chicago, about 7,000 out of Los Angeles. And we're going to keep going in those sanctuary cities. So as much as these activists and sanctuary city politicians want to try to slow us down, want to try to obstruct our efforts, we have the mandate of the American people. We are enforcing the rule of law that's on the books in Congress, and we will continue to enforce the law and make America's streets safer.
And it turns out that's really all you needed to do. It's crazy. All you needed to do was take the existing laws that are on the books and enforce them. Just like we said all those years, guys. Same thing with gun laws, right? Every time there's a shooting, they're like, we need more gun laws. Do you? You didn't need more immigration laws, so why do we need more gun laws? How about you just enforce the ones that are on the books? And while we're at it, why don't we get rid of some of those? Because there are far too many. Like, shall not be infringed sounds pretty, I don't know, straightforward. And yet we still let them continue to legislate more infringements. I don't like it. Here we got a link to a Grok Imagine post. All right, let's post. I'll pull this up and I'll see if it's stream appropriate. Oh, that's awesome. All right, I'll share it with you guys. That's cute. Is there a way to make this full screen? I don't know. We'll just go. Here you go. Check it out. That's really neat. Animated some refrigerator artwork. That's super cool. Thank you for sharing that. Interesting to see. What, little man? The pencil doesn't have any, it's broken. Hey, baby, do you have a pencil? Can you let him borrow it? Well, then you can wait, okay? Just wait for her, and then you can use it. Hey, kiddo, can you use it after you're done with it? Yeah. How long do you need it for, buddy? We're negotiating a peace agreement over a pencil. How many? 30 seconds. Can you let him borrow it for 30 seconds, kiddo? Maybe a full minute? You'll count? Okay, I'm sure you will, kiddo. Keep him honest. That was a really neat video, though. Thank you for sharing that. Eric Daughtry. Federal agents hit a new record for illegal alien arrests. Border Commander Greg Bavino rallied his men, arresting over 75 illegals in just hours. One raid was at a Home Depot. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, guys? Who would have thought that you could find criminal aliens at a Home Depot? That's crazy.
Well, are you doing nice things?
Absolutely. Making the community safer for you.
Are you doing nice things? Says a local Cheryl. Says, oh, absolutely I am. I'm making the community safer for you.
He wasn't doing anything. Exactly. I thought he was grocery shopping.
to be. Criminal grocery shop, they got to eat too.
I bet, but he was just grocery shopping. Why'd you arrest him? He's like, I bet criminals have to grocery shop too.
Yeah, they do. And you know what? Most of the time, they're not actually doing anything wrong.
Yeah. So this local Cheryl is very upset that Mr. Bavino was enforcing the laws that are already on the books. Do illegals not like Lowe's? I don't know. It just seems like they're always at Home Depot, Karen. I'm sure if there's no Home Depot nearby, they will go to a Lowe's. I actually learned when I lived in California, if you weren't close enough to a Home Depot or a Lowe's, they would actually pick the closest gas station on a major highway, and they would all stand outside of the gas station. So that was fun. That was in Southern California. So it's not always Home Depot and Lowe's, but there are, like, everybody knows where they congregate, guys. If you've ever done any remodeling, you know exactly where they congregate. Don't Department of Nice Things. Got this. Daughtry as well. Incredible. ICE is conducting welfare checks on 450,000 children that Biden let in with the traffickers, gang members, and abusers.
Fox News alert, ICE announcing a brand new operation to conduct welfare checks on the 450,000 children that the Biden administration placed with unvetted sponsors.
Yikes. We'll see how many of them are being well taken care of.
Some of whom were sex traffickers, gang members, and abusers.
Oh, every damn time. Every time.
The Trump administration has already located more than 24,400 children, and some of these stories are absolutely heartbreaking. Like,
just remember, guys, the Democrats did this.
This one. A 1-year-old unaccompanied minor crossed the border during the Obama administration. That little girl is now 12 years old. During her 11 years in America, she lived with a series of relatives and endured horrifying abuse. According to Fox's Brooke Taylor, she was found in the custody of 2 sisters who have now been arrested. The 12-year-old was found, quote, with injuries all over her body, extreme malnutrition, and an infected gash on her head and zip ties around her wrist. Among those who abused this innocent child were her one-time sponsor, a distant uncle that she was placed with in 2024, despite being an illegal immigrant with a criminal conviction. That sponsor, that alleged abuser, was given temporary protected status by the Biden administration.
We released a 1-year-old to a bunch of evil, vile humans. And then we granted temporary protected status to one of them.
Why?
I'm trying not to yell. It's very infuriating, guys.
Here is video that Brooke Taylor obtained of the Trump administration arresting that man just yesterday. This is just one of the nearly 500,000 children that the Trump administration is seeking to protect.
How many? What do you think the percentage is? Like, I'm sure it's not 100%, right? Like, I bet it's not 100%, but like, put down in the chat, what do you guys estimate is the percent of these children, the almost 500,000 children that are in situations similar to this? These are the same people that want you to be able to abort children up until the point of birth. These are the same people that applaud abortion because it is the better choice for the future of the mother. These are the same people that want to take away your guns. They're the same people that wanted to keep the government shut down and take away your benefits to benefit illegals. These are the same people that permitted these children to be released into the interior with monsters. Like, MK says, it makes me so sick. Sometimes I wish I didn't know everything I know. Yes, that's what I'm saying. These stories are infuriating, guys. Like, the more that you learn, the worse it gets. It's not like, oh, okay, I learned a few more things and it got better. I have never, that I know of, experienced where it was like, oh no, it got better. Like every time I learn more about the depravity, it just gets worse. You can see here, Sam posted this. At some point, we have to acknowledge the fact that the Democrats were actively colluding with the cartels. This big spike in immigration doesn't happen on accident. And you also have to remember, guys, a lot of these illegals were paying coyotes. They were paying the drug cartels to get here. They were bribing local officials to get here. And then they were put into your communities to try and take away your vote, to nullify your vote, to take benefits from the mouths of citizens, to destabilize the culture, and many other things. Crispy guesses 60 to 70%. I bet that's probably close. It might be a little worse, but it's close. Shell says, same here about making you sick. California Doge, also valid point. Even 1%, unacceptable. Think about that. 450,000, move the decimal over twice. That would still be 4,500 kids. Even 1% is grossly unacceptable. Like one kid, the one that they just talked about in that story, is unacceptable. Should have never happened. Like even 50% of that would be 225,000 kids. Just makes your stomach churn. Gardner posts it. All right. Shell says, makes me sick and angry. Crispy. Yeah, 100%. This one. Why do ICE agents go to Home Depot? ICE, you can do it. We can help. I like the random assortment of weaponry that these people are carrying. Thank you, Gardner. We have another one from Gardner. All right. Let's check out another one. Democrat voters. AZ Central. Is this supposed to be? I can't tell if this is supposed to be a dick and balls or is this supposed to be a sombrero. It is definitely voters. This was in response to, yep. Imagine that. Thank you, POTUS. Yeah, migrant crossings at the Darien Gap. I'm going to go with, or it could be a middle finger. I don't know. What do you guys think? Might be them giving us the finger. And not the good kind of finger either. But guys, like this, it's just unacceptable. But in a little bit of humor, guys, because you need to joke. You need to laugh a little bit. Lectern guy, Mr. Adam himself. Take back what I said about foreigners fleeing Mexico to come to our country. I didn't realize they had a female president. I understand now. Gardner says the middle finger. Okay, I did see it. Yeah, he's just basically like, oh, I didn't realize that they had a female president. Okay, them coming here from there makes sense now. You guys, please don't let that happen here. Please. Thank you, Lectern guy. Always a good time. Always a good follow. If you're not following Adam, please do so. Also, follow everyone in the chat, guys. Gardner, California Doge, Crispy, Shell, MK. All of you. Follow them all. You got this one. Timcast News. Developing ICE arrested Angkor Bozorov, an illegal from Uzbekistan, wanted for terrorism. Holy shit. All right. Released into the U.S. under the Biden administration. And then later issued a CDL from Pennsylvania. Laggers are on 40 seconds tonight. Ooh, that's pretty long. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, guys, given a Pennsylvania CDL, agents took him into custody while he was on the job. Governor Shapiro, is this how you're helping Pennsylvanians? What job? What job? Yeah, truck driving. So what was the point of Real ID? Very good question. Isn't Real ID supposed to be preventing this? And then one last story in immigration, guys. Say her name, Maura Goretti. She was killed by an illegal with an outstanding warrant, crashed into her in Boise, Idaho. She was 8. Probably won't see this story in the legacy media, guys. Again, another citizen should still be with us. 8-year-old girl gone because people aren't taking a hardline stance on criminal aliens. I don't know, guys. Deport everyone. Deport them all. Deport every illegal DEI. It's the only DEI I'm behind. There's a new truck driving video every day. There was a fire. None of them knew what knew at 911 was just over the weekend. I wish I was saying I'm surprised, Karen. I'm no longer surprised by any of it. The truck drivers, it's absolutely insane that you're going to give an almost 100,000 pound vehicle and turn it over to somebody who can't read the signs, doesn't know the language, can't, like, the damage that you could do with one of those trucks is insane. So we're going to leave there. We're going to go over to immigration. It's kind of immigration, but it's government. MK says, that happened in my neck of the woods. We have a lot of checkpoints. They've gotten creative, and the signs are all in Spanish. So no one who doesn't speak Spanish pulls off the road, and there's like 30 or 40 ICE agents and police. They're using Spanish language signs. Oh, that is so based. I love it. You got here, Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the State Department plans to label Nicolas Maduro-led Cartel de los Soles as a foreign terrorist organization, citing its deep corruption of Venezuelan institution, ties to terrorist violence, and trafficking of drugs into the U.S. and Europe. What, buddy? You already used it, right? Okay, well then now you got to wait. I negotiated peace for one use. You went past the one use and you're trying to do another use? That's crazy. That wasn't part of the initial deal. Well, you need it doesn't mean you get to take it. That's not how life works, buddy. Your need does not let you violate somebody else's rights. Welcome to civics. Do you want me to take something from you? But what if I need it? Oh, weird how that works. Haha. Property rights. You get to wait. Okay, buddy? Otherwise, next time I'll take something from you just because I need it. No, I'll just take it. Hey, you got to wait your turn, buddy, okay? Things to do. Drug checkpoints, and then they would pull over anybody that got off on that exit before. It's creative. Yeah, guys, they used to fake drug checkpoints. Jesus, I shouldn't use voice to text when I'm cooking dinner. Karen, it's okay. I appreciate you still being here. Shows dedication. You're willing to be here and attend while driving. You're willing to be here and attend while cooking. Like, I'm very, very appreciative. Thank you very much. But yeah, Maduro's linked cartel. Foreign terrorist organization. You also got this, guys. In government, Ron DeSantis has begun officially advocating for nationwide abolishment of property taxes. This would be huge, guys. Property taxes really mean you never own your property, right? Because if you stop paying taxes, even after fully paying it off, the government will take it. I think this would be a really neat thing to do. Up the tariffs, guys. Get rid of property taxes. I'm okay with it. I don't know what your thoughts are. I hate property taxes. You got this one, Phoenix Ammunition with a joke, kinda. This video of the governor candidate and U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett going viral on Instagram. I'm not going to play the video right now. I will play it at the end of the show because there is music involved, so I will go ahead and move that to the end of the show. But Phoenix Ammunition with a good joke. Here, a declaration of memes with a very nice government meme. People living paycheck to paycheck. Behind them, landlords living month to month. Then you have banks, corporations living bailout to bailout. And then at the very back, with the government taking the long shot, U.S. government living war to war. Yeah, that is really what it feels like, guys. Like, the longer I watch what the government does, and the longer I live the life of the guy in the front, the more I realize this is just way too accurate. And it's funny, but I don't like it. Questionable Garter says, renting the land from the state. Yes, property taxes. I don't like them. Okay, well, then you got to wait. Do something else. Can you let him use it after that page? Well, then, can you let him borrow the pencil? I know, but can you just let him borrow it for a minute? I'm tired of hearing about it. Can you? No? Okay, she said no, buddy. It's her. She said no. Yeah. This is very uncomfortable. I don't like it. The government needs to stop just printing money to fund wars and give money to people overseas. I don't like it. But this is also what they're doing, guys. Everybody talking about the looting in the stores, but we don't talk enough about the looting that happens here. MK says, I know being a landlord has affected me in the last 4.5 years. No income tax would be a big blessing. There's a lot of taxes that if you got rid of them would be a huge blessing to a lot of us, MK. A lot of us. And everything they can do to encourage that kind of investing, they should do, because it increases the availability of housing. So the government should do things, set policy, eliminate regulations, do things that encourage more housing availability. And they can deport every illegal. That will also increase housing availability. Need to zoom back more. Congress living on all your money. Behind the war to war. Yeah, that's true. Do it again, and you're going to bed. Do you understand? We don't do that. Don't be mean. You understand? Good. But yeah, guys, the theft that happens here affects you a lot more than the theft that happens here. But the media will show you this because it distracts you from this. So pay attention to the theft that's happening in Congress. Eric Daughtry, LMFAO president, bodies another reporter, guys. Let's check this clip out.
Look, I can't tell him. Will you let me finish my statement? You are the worst. You're with Bloomberg, right? You are the worst. I don't know why they even have you.
It's like, would you let me finish? You're with Bloomberg, aren't you? You guys are the worst.
We've had some great interviews with Tucker Carlson, but you can't tell him who to interview. I mean, if he wants to interview Nick Fuentes,
Yeah, they were talking about him interviewing Nick Fuentes. It's like, what's the president gonna tell him? Like, you can't. I love the pauses. The pauses are so good. But guys, if he wants to interview Nick, let him interview Nick. It'll be an interesting interview, maybe. Why are the tarmac interviews always so great? I don't know. Because he just is. I'm going to tell my grandkids Congress was Middle Earth villains. Taxes are gross. Yeah. Yeah. Eric Daughtry also, it's been confirmed that everybody on SNAP will now be forced to reapply.
Now says that everyone who's on SNAP is going to have to reapply. Now, this.
Yes. This should eliminate some of the fraud. Come to us, reapply, and show us on paper that you actually need it.
This happened, of course, when the government shut down and there was, the SNAP benefits were not getting out to the people.
For 42 million Americans.
For 42 million.
What? No, not yet. Almost 10 minutes. No, 10 minutes isn't a long time. Nick Fuentes. That's right.
Well, we thought America.
Kara says they should monthly. Sure, make it like unemployment. Prove that you've looked for a job. Prove that you still need it.
The country.
The Orcs of Congress, a saga. All right, whoever wants to do it, Grok Imagine, tell a story, make a storyboard, arc it out, do like a 5 or a 10-part saga of members of Congress, but converted into orcs and other antagonist creatures from the Lord of the Rings. and tell the story of them stealing our money to fund foreign wars and let our people starve. Let the people of Middle Earth starve to fund wars. Somebody please make that happen on Imagine. Like, that would be so good. Somebody do it. Please.
People is probably the better. Yep. People. And so Brooke Rollins, we had her on, and we had a great conversation with her where she said, hey, listen, this whole SNAP benefits conversation around the shutdown has sort of pulled the curtain back, and people are seeing how many people are on SNAP that aren't actually citizens.
Yes.
And they're going to have to reapply.
Fantastic.
What do you make of this? I think it's very popular, especially if you go online and look at what people think. I think it's a popular initiative to say these benefits are for Americans. Is she going to be able to accomplish this? Is she going to have some legal challenges to it?
Don't care. Push through, make it happen. Love it. Gardner says, beat you to it. No way. You've already done this, Gardner. Let me pull this up. This is going to be great. But, okay, but you've got to turn this into a full storyboarded 10-part miniseries on Grok Imagine. Short clips. What is it? 5 seconds? 6 seconds? I bet you could release one a day. I've already went over this with Shell on the weekly update. Or maybe it was the space. It was the after space. Storyboard it. Make short little like serial clip episodes. Tell an entire story over the period of a week or two. Just short Imagine clips. But this is a very good start. I love to see it, guys. J.R.R. Tolkien based his Schmeagol character off Chuck Schumer. Most people don't realize. 65 seconds delay. Holy buckets. Am I dropping frames? I've only dropped 41 frames. You know what? Hang on. This is gonna. Oh, YOLO. Come back. Are you there? Are we there? And we're back. Okay. Whoo. Please tell me it's still streaming. Is it still streaming? Everybody, one in the chat if it's still streaming. I realized I was still on a VPN. That might be causing more of the delay. Just give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if I'm still here. President Trump urges the release of the Epstein files, guys. Weird. It's almost like now the Democrats are the ones that are against it. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. Hopefully we're still here, guys. Doing it live. We have a clip from Karen, guys. The orcs of Congress, the saga begins. Yes. 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 Guys, this is amazing. This absolutely needs to happen. I love it, Karen. Keep it going. I should open the ether comms and see if we're still live. Ether comms. I have no number ones yet. This is making me a little nervous. Oh, well, we got a crispy. That's awesome. So apparently we're still live. But yeah, guys, release the Epstein files. Now the Democrats are fighting against it. This is the old Donald J. Trump 5D chess. How it feels every time I hear this kind of headline. Yeah, it really does, guys. I don't trust the list at all, but finally he's just like, fine. You lost all of the chat. Is it back, though? We did a thing. Okay, we're back. Ooh, that was risky. All right, let's not do that again, guys. Don't let me start the stream while on a VPN, guys. That's wild. Don't let me do that. I dropped, but am I back? Same link? New link? What happened? Again, leave me a 1 in the chat, folks. If you're here and I'm still live, 1 in the chat would be great. You got Data Republican. Got a hello. A new link. That's crazy. I don't know. That's wild. We are live. Fantastic. All right. But it looks like our delay is shorter, so that's good. Hello, Mr. French. I'll put this to you directly. I was taken aback to see your name listed as a founding field builder with new pluralists. For anyone unfamiliar, They emerged after the 2016 election when Mark Gerzon and the Mediators Foundation convened a gathering of major philanthropic players representing representatives from Soros, Koch, and Rockefeller families, as well as the Ford Foundation. Their shared conclusion: invest enormous sums in NGOs to reshape civic and political structures from the ground up. The strategy centered on open primaries, ranked choice voting, and other reforms aimed at changing the country's constitutional and political trajectory, transforming America from a republic to an actual mob rule democracy. And your name appears as a founding member. I'm asking you to address this directly, David French. What is your role in this plan to change the foundations of our country because you hate Trump? Just because you hate Trump is the constitutionally elected president? I don't think there's any way he'll answer this. Your name came up during this research. Interesting. Could be a different David French, but something tells me it's not. Gardner says, on web, I'm frozen. Have you tried refreshing it? Interesting. Well, let me know what happens. If I need to, I'll take it down and bring it back. We're not that far. Well, I guess we're an hour in. You let me know. Try refreshing it, see if it comes back. If it doesn't come back, let me know. Let me ethercom. Interesting. I very much wonder how I got back on a new link. That's crazy. But we're going to get back to it. Yeah, that's not good at all. Well, maybe I broke it. Don't interfere with your internet connection in the middle of a live stream. For the love of all that is holy, stop printing money. Yes, please. You can see here, future generations are being saddled with debt and inflation, increased cost of living, loss of purchasing power, debt, inflation, and more debt and inflation. Yes. You can't just print money. And it's like, well, true, print money. It's like, yeah, Grok is watching. Who? How do you know that? Karen, why do you say Grok is watching? You got here also, I put this meme in here because, well, government. Can the blame for this really be put on boomers? Yes, at least partially. Instead of selling their homes to Americans and helping their children out, they're instead selling their overpriced homes to immigrants. That is a really long delay. God, give me a 1 in the chat if you want me to tear down the stream and put it back up. Give me a 2 if you just want me to keep going. Coincidence, 90% of food sold in grocery stores today did not exist 100 years ago, and neither did 90% of chronic disease. Yes. Our food is poison. We went over this with Chad the other night. Karen says to, Gardner says keep going. Okay, keep going it is. Fantastic. Everyone's voting to keep going. We're going to keep on going. Keep on keeping on, if you will. But yeah, guys, our food is poison. Buy the best quality food you can. Try to keep it as simple as you can. Meat, simple vegetables, fresh fruits, eggs, things like that. Beginning Thursdays, I have 3 articles per day for a week on our food system. Looking forward to those. That'll be interesting. Then we're going to get into violence, guys. So Aladdin here posted out. I don't have a specific Aladdin section, but since I have something massive coming up that will end Russia and the war, somebody thought it was funny down here, Andy, to say your penis. No, it is not. Instead of that, it was this. It is a plan that says, my message to the Trump administration on how to stop Putin and bring him to his knees. And this specific plan, strike the Yamburg, Uruguay, and formerly known as the Yamal Cross. Shut down the entire Siberia pipeline and will halt Russian oil sales immediately. So you can see there is a nice place right about here where all of those pipelines crisscross each other. Yeah, blow that up. See how long the war keeps going. I don't know if it's a good idea, guys. I don't really want to escalate things any further than they already are, but I mean, in the grand scheme of ideas, that's not a terrible one. You got this, Gunther Eagleman, $9 gas. Yeah, let's not do $9 gas. Bombshell, FBI Director Kash Patel drops truth bombs. The real story of January 6th pipe bomber is finally coming out. Is it?
And we've been working like we have with the deputy director to unearth that.
Because citizen journalists have already identified this person. Why does it say that their search still continues? They're supposed to be working for the CIA.
And as it relates to major investigations of public importance like the pipe bomber, again, I say, stay tuned. We reviewed every single investigation of public consequence, reopened them, reevaluated them, because we feel it cannot go untouched. We are not going to let these things lay by and allow the fake news media to run roughshod over us. Our indictments speak powerfully in court. If you don't believe us, just look at the response that the Eastern District of Virginia under Lindsey Halligan did to James Comey, and look at the notes and publication of evidence. That's the type of material we have, but we have to safeguard our prosecutions because the ultimate accountability is with the verdict in a jury room.
And guys, that's something that we've talked about a lot from the beginning. I know people are very impatient. I know I want answers. I know people are irritated with him. They're irritated with Pam Bondi. They're irritated with Dan Bongino. They're irritated with a lot of folks. But in the end, you can't really talk about active investigations. You can't release information early. They're going to start destroying evidence. Like, there's tons of reasons why we can't do certain things. So, like, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. What do you guys think? Do you think they're actually still looking? Do you think they know who it is? Like I said, they've already talked about that they have identified it. Citizen journalists have. Outlaw Patriot says, let's get this wrapped up and the truth out. It's all an inside job. The same Dem Lib playbook, says Hunter Eagleman. Yeah, guys, I really don't trust the government to investigate itself. And you really shouldn't either. You got here, never fight a Marine in uniform. Check this out. Like, why are we even attacking a guy in uniform? We got a house. What is this? Is that a rocket or a house? It's a house. It's kind of hard to see because it's pencil. But I got maybe it's better to show it like this. It says daddy. Oh, it's very hard to see on camera. It says daddy. And it's got a house. And it's got me. No. No. Off camera. Off. You know better. Thank you for drawing that, buddy. That was very nice of you. Sure, bud. You can put it in my bedroom. Yeah, guys, don't fight uniform. Don't fight people in uniform.
You do not fight Marines when they're in their dress uniform. They get plus 10 to dexterity and strength.
Yes.
They get plus 20 to constitution. And they don't feel pain. I don't know what it is about their dress uniform, but they're psychopathic on a good day. Put them in that and they'd go to toe-to-toe with prime Mike Tyson.
Yeah, guys, not smart. Don't do that. Don't try to attack a Marine to begin with, but definitely don't do it while they're in their dress uniform. Like, that's crazy. Absolutely psychotic. Don't be that dumb. Don't be that dumb. You got here too, violence, Transgender Awareness Week. Yeah, mandatory fun day. Lots of fun. What? I know. Because she did something she knows she's not supposed to do. That's all. Repost the live. He's self-censor faster than ABC with that Trump comp. Yes. But guys, Transgender Awareness Week. Be aware that trans terrorists like this one who shot up a school and killed 6 people. Yeah, it's weird that we keep seeing the T in LGBT be so violent. It's very strange, but not. So on Transgender Awareness Week, be aware. Be aware that you should be aware of them because they tend to be violent and unhinged and mentally deranged and in need of help. Be aware of them. Especially when we find out stuff like this. So Benny Johnson reported, it has now been confirmed that the attempted Trump assassin, Thomas Crooks, used they, them pronouns, had a deep interest in furries. Again with the furries. And was exploring gender identity. Add this to the list. Charlie Kirk's assassin, Tyler Robinson, had a furry obsession, lived with a transgender boyfriend. Annunciation Catholic church shooter identified as trans. Nashville Christian shooter was trans. Lakewood church shooter identified as trans. Colorado Springs shooter identified as non-binary. Denver identified as trans. Aberdeen shooter identified as trans. Iowa high school shooter, trans activist. Radical gender ideology is pushing unstable individuals towards violence and targeting innocent people. Like we just pointed out, Libs of TikTok reported it as well. Careful. You don't want to drop that on your head. Careful. Okay? Yeah, guys. What are we doing? Back-to-back weeks of furry stories. Yeah, it's almost like they're in the news a lot. Like, when are we going to have the real discussion, guys, that we need to reopen the asylums, make asylums great again? That these people are in need of serious mental health help. They should not be affirmed. They should not be supported. They should be treated and helped. Like, too many extremes, too much violence. Flag's down to 20 seconds. Somehow I went back into the future. Love it. You're welcome, Gardner. I traveled in time just for you. But guys, check out the lives. Check out the profile. Post out the live stream. Check out our community. You can leave just a tip. You can also check out the website and make sure to check out our live schedule, guys. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tomorrow night we will be back for the topic exchange. Saturday for the weekly update, and Sunday with the strange journey through the Bible with Christina and Shell. That takes us into science, guys. We actually covered this story last week about 20 years worth of spent fuel from Man Yankee. The kids today. I don't know why. What, buddy? Well, she's pouty over there. She's upset with me. Go play. Thank you. All right. So, Man Yankee, 20 years worth of fuel, guys, sitting here on the lawn. And as Chris Martz points out, and we talked about before, nuclear power has been set back decades because of brain-dead hippies like Jane Fonda weren't smart enough to tell a nuclear power plant aside from or apart from a nuclear bomb. People her age think 3 Mile Island killed thousands when the actual death count was 0. Guys, the number of deaths in the nuclear industry per megawatt generated. Let me see if I can find the actual chart. I'm just looking. We're doing this live, guys. Ah, yes. Let's check this out. All right. Mortality rate from accidents and air pollution per unit of electricity worldwide by energy source. Brown coal, 32. This is in deaths per terawatt hour. Coal, regular coal, 24. Oil, 18. Biomass, 4.6. Natural gas, 2.8. We've already gone from 32 deaths per terawatt hour down to 2.8 for natural gas. But let's keep going. Hydro, 1.3. Wind, 0.4. Wind kills more people. Wind power, sorry. Wind with hurricanes definitely does, but wind power kills more people, it turns out, than even nuclear at 0.03 deaths per terawatt hour. The only one safer is solar. Guys, it's like, duh. Like, what are we doing? We should absolutely be utilizing nuclear power. It's one of the safest forms of energy we have. It's definitely the safest of the stable forms of power because wind and solar are cyclical. They come and they go. They're not constant. Natural gas is probably the most stable, and that was still at 2.8 compared to 0.03. Guys, what are we doing? It's over 9 times safer than natural gas even. We should be building nuclear power plants like they're going out of style, except they already went out of style. It's the best way to provide baseload power. It's the best way to power the data centers and the needs of the future. Guys, I don't know if you can tell or not. Big fan. Also, check out the episode that we linked on the last show. That was Smarter Every Day. Destin did an entire video on the refueling at Browns Ferry Unit 2. It's very interesting to watch. Just ask Shell. I've lived it, but for somebody who's never seen it before, careful, kiddo. Why don't you prop it into the corner? There you go. There you go. You okay? Okay. Go nuclear or be stupider. Yeah, nuclear energy for the win. Yeah, Shell, just put in the chat. What do you think as a layman with no industry experience? How was that episode for you? Here you got Team SpaceX. Teams encapsulated the Sentinel 6B onto Falcon 9's fairing ahead of the launch, and then they launched it. You can see here at 57 minutes into the mission. This was on the 17th. So today, very early in the morning, folks.
Sentinel 6B
less than 10 seconds from separation.
Ooh, look at that. Beautiful footage, guys.
And there she goes.
That is not a small...
Sentinel 6B flying free. Another international partnership taking its place among the fleet of satellites tracking Earth's vital signs from 800 miles above our planet.
Look at that. Falcon 9 doing the Lord's work up there. And then 500th reflight. Landing back at the landing zone. That is an eerie sound. You're hearing all the internal plumbing and fluid flow. It sounds like from inside the rocket.
We just heard a big sonic boom here in the broadcast booth. The landing pad coming into view. 4 landing legs extended.
Nailed it. Stuck the landing, guys. They are 500th landing of a reused booster, guys. Think about how many. That is 4,500 rocket engines they have not had to build. Think about that. Those things are like $1 million a piece. That's like $4.5 billion worth of savings. Even if they were $1 million a piece for a Merlin engine, guys. Like that kind of savings for reuse, that's what's lowering the cost of getting mass to orbit, because the really expensive parts of the rocket just get reused, like this very fancy airplane you see here. That's the idea, guys. Make reusability so common. It's like with jet planes right now. You don't fly a plane once and then throw it away. You fly it thousands of times through its lifetime. $1.7 trillion saved. I don't know. You're probably better at doing the math than I am. I'm just spitballing real quick. But yeah, guys, 500 reuses is absolutely psychotic. And it's not just that savings. It's the savings in what is the price difference between mass to orbit on a Falcon 9 versus mass to orbit on one of the old Atlases or Delta rockets or one of the old ways of getting mass to orbit. What is the difference in contract cost there over the lifespan of all of those rockets? You also had back-to-back launches here of Falcon 9 from Space Launch Complex 40 and 39A back-to-back, launching 58 Starlinks to orbit in one day. It's really cool to see, guys. You can see somebody time-lapsed it from both locations. That's an amazing shot, guys. Amazingly beautiful shot. Love to see it. Love to see the photographers that cover a lot of the SpaceX stuff. They do a lot of very beautiful things. 500th reuse saves roughly 30 to 35 million per launch. Holy buckets. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for doing the math for us, Gardner. Little toot your own horn. I will throw that a like. Like it very much. Thank you very much. On to culture, guys. Our stories and culture starts off, I guess, unfortunate, but at the same time, I've never really been a fan of Jesse Jackson at all. But apparently he's on some form of life support at Northwestern, being reported out by Timcast News. Doctors have been trying to ease him off blood pressure medications, but they say he's growing weaker and only brief moments of awareness. So it sounds like Jesse Jackson may not be with us too much longer. I don't know who's going to take over for him with the race baiting and a division game, but I'm sure somebody will fill that void. So unfortunate for the family because, you know, it's never fun to see people pass. But this man has been so divisive in America that I don't know. Am I supposed to feel bad about it? I just don't know. Yeah. Jesse Jackson may not be with us too much longer, guys. I saw this from Eric Daughtry earlier in the week, and I am a huge fan of this. I think this should have happened a long time ago. But it says here, they may be forcing people to display their home country. This was within 3 days. This was posted yesterday. I would love to see this post by when we have our Wednesday live stream. I would love to see this. I would love to see this. And not only that, I think anytime you take sponsorship money or ad money or any kind of financial support from somebody, you should have to put that flag next to your name as well. Like a NASCAR jacket. I want to see how many different places these people are getting funding from. How many places actually have an Israel flag next to them? How many people have an Indian flag? How many people have just an American flag? I think this would be a great thing. What, buddy? Yes. So, like he says, I know which one will be mine. I'll have an American flag. I'm not worried about it. Which one was this? Oh, that was the one we already opened. Thank you for that, Gardner. And then we have this one. Transgender Awareness Week. We celebrated the resilience, courage, and beauty of the trans community. Your lives matter, your stories matter, and your right to thrive and exist authentically is non-negotiable. We stand with you today. And then it says the week of to highlight if you know a trans person, to get them mental health professional. If your child is trans, get yourself to a mental health facility. All right, so we have sex offenders per million, biological women 3, biological men 395, trans women, which is biological men, by the way, 1916. Data is apparently transphobic. Thank you, and wokeness. And then you have this one, mass shooting rates by demographic, trans non-binary, 0.769. You have trans non-binary, biological male, and then biological female. And then you have Asian men, then you have black men, then you have white men, then you have Asian, and then you have Hispanics. Although I don't know if you can trust that white number. One of the things we keep covering on this channel over and over, and that Matt Van Swal has done such a good job reporting on, is the fact that so many of our racial demographics have been skewed by false reporting. So how many of those aren't even accurate? I know they're not misreporting the trans ones like that, but there's a lot of the ones that are being reported as white that aren't. Just saying. But yeah, let's make flags a thing, guys. How many want this? 1 for flags in the profiles, 2 for no flags. Flags, no flags. What do you think? And then you have here, Libs of TikTok. This is a follow-up to one of their other stories. One of their previous stories, guys, that we will go to first, says Senator Cruz launched an investigation into Microsoft's use of media literacy group NewsGuard, which was indoctrinating children by pushing politically biased information into schools across the country. Despite vowing to cut ties with the program, Microsoft reportedly lied and is continuing to promote NewsGuard as a reliable source of information. Ooh, that's unfortunate. The other comments in that are lit. In the AOC post, All right, let's look at these comments. Trans violence is an epidemic. Okay. Hey, horse teeth, big bartender. Oh my God. Hey, horse teeth McBartender.
Boys are boys from the beginning. If you were born a boy, you stay a boy. Girls are girls right from the start. If you were born a girl, you stay a girl and grow up to be a lady. Everybody's fancy. Everybody's fine.
Oh my God. Nope. Every line of this is retarded. It's sickening that you would exploit a violent mental illness this way. You should be placed in mental institutions. Oh man. They are just getting started, aren't they? All right, we got Mike. Oh, let's not mental health awareness week. Celebrating narcissistic, perverted, misogynist, mentally ill fetish monsters is right on point for you and your group of retards. Oh my God. It was just revealed that Thomas Crook was trans. Trust me. Couldn't be more aware of trans if we tried. No chicks with dicks. I'm a woman now. Oh, almost occasionally correct. Yes. Like these. Oh my God. Not one positive comment. There really isn't. These are all so good. Mommy, is that man or a woman? It's a Democrat, honey. Oh my God. It just keeps going. Oh my God. It keeps going. We're going to need more insane asylums. Oh my God. It is so good. It just keeps going. Holy crap. You are not kidding. Well, moving on from that, Libs of TikTok with an update. After we exposed Microsoft for pushing NewsGuard's woke media literacy tool into our schools, despite promising months ago that they cut ties with them, they quietly scrubbed NewsGuard from its student search tool. Interesting. Yeah, Shell, I agree. The horse teeth McBartender, that was my favorite. And the fact that it had the Mr. Rogers episode tied to it. Also, Oilfield Rando, very valid point. I also think that this is true. It may not be Bill Gates. It may be somebody else, but somebody was involved in this. It says first death linked to meat allergy spread by ticks. This person literally had a hamburger at a barbecue and was dead within an hour. The Lone Star tick, guys. Alpha-gal syndrome makes you allergic to meat. This is genetically engineered. It has to be. There's no way that occurred in nature, in my opinion. My non-professional, non-medically, whatever. My opinion. My layman opinion, if you will. You got this one. West Virginia posted this one out so I could see it. So thank you very much. This is a good one, guys. I'm breaking up with you. Is it because I act like I know everything? Yes. And he goes, I knew it. Being an insufferable know-it-all sometimes, real burden. This one, if you understand the reference, you are one of us. Who here gets this reference? Who understands this Kit Kat reference? Anybody want to leave me a comment down there in the chat? Where does this come from? Also, you have Alpha Fox, something from Karen. All right, let's pull this up. BRB downloading Battlefield 6. Oh, yes. I also saw this update. It says, my friend ran into a scumbag on Battlefield 6 who drew this. She's been crying all night and her weekend is ruined after having to read this while gaming. It's not okay. Y'all be more mindful of who's online.
Nope.
No. Yep. Crispy is correct. Crispy with the correct answer. Interstellar. That's right. That is an Interstellar Kit Kat bar. But guys, this is hilarious. They're like open spray paint. You can upload an image into spray paint and it was like Cool. So then people, and we used to do this with Counter-Strike, the original Counter-Strike all the time. People would spray paint like porn. They would spray paint all kinds of shit all over the levels, guys. But apparently you can do that again. So somebody made this and they spray painted it on the wall and it's causing a kerfuffle. And I love every bit of it. Trans mental institution that way. Oh, very good. Also, this one, ending culture. Ignore, I DM'd that to me. Oh, that's fine, Karen. I'll probably pull it up again. Yeah, this one, tourists in New York be like. Now they're carrying the Quran as well as the Communist Manifesto in order to be a proper tourist in New York City. You got to have all your bases covered. So definitely check that one out. If you're going to be a tourist in New York City anytime soon, A, I don't recommend it. B, if you do it, make sure you're carrying those 2 books. Keep yourself out of trouble. Then you have this one, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, who is the greatest president of them all? And it's a picture of Obama looking in the mirror. And who is looking back? You have the greatest commander-in-chief of my lifetime looking back. That's who. So let's pull up the chat, see if we have any good DMs, folks. Any good DMs. Crispy. We got some crispy. A genie in a glass. Crispy, why is your head in a glass? That's crazy. Nice pictures, though. Cookies and a clover. I don't think that's a clover, sir. I'm not an expert, but I don't think that's clover. Just saying. I think it's this. It says, I'm just here for the weed. Yeah, I think that's more what it is. Just saying. And then you have this one. I have to put it up here because I told him I would. So like I said, Crispy is awesome. Crispy, you didn't have to make a meme for me to say that. I think Crispy is awesome. But if anyone else wants to make a meme of me telling you that you're awesome, I will gladly read it to you on the live stream. Well done. That's like some sort of a loophole, I think. You got these ones from Karen's original account. Of course, I value your property less than your life less than my property. You also value your life less than my property. That's right. That's based, Karen. Because if you're breaking into somebody's house, you take your life not very seriously. It says, honey, I invented all these appliances to make your life easier. Perfect. I now have infinite free time to ruin society. Oh, what have we done? We've unleashed liberal white women on the world. We should have just let them stay busy with chores. If you really wanted to see the Epstein files so bad, why didn't you ask Joe Biden for them? That's the uncomfortable question, isn't it? Oh, God, why? Why? It got so much worse than this, by the way, guys. It got so much worse. You ended up with Sisson coming out of there. It was like Biden sniffing them. Like there was so many bad imagined versions of this. Why? Why, Karen? Why would you do this to the stream? Now everybody has to see this. Oh. Oh. You know me. And then, of course, Karen also did send this. So I did say I would pull it up again. So there you go. I'll pull up pretty much if you send me a meme, I will put it on the stream, even to my own detriment. And that's okay. Are these all the same gardener or are these all different? There's like, it looks like 5 versions of the same thing. The squirt and turkey, the Rican one makes, yeah, the Puerto Rican was really good with those for sure. All right, so we have this one. The border's closed. Is it? The border is secure. Is it? Oh, wait. Helps if you can see it, doesn't it? Can you see? Okay, there we go. The border's closed. Is it? The border is secure. Is it? It will be when you take over. Is it? What about this one? I think these are all duplicates. X glitched and sent it over and over. Okay. Yeah, we have like 4 copies. Okay. Gonna be a lot of Middle East and Asia conservatives this weekend. I should make a social media account to pretend to be in the USA. Now I can pretend to be American. Everyone thinks I am the USA. Yeah. Epstein Island Loyalty Rewards Program. Oh, wow. All of the presidential medals of freedom. Patriot Keck is in the DM. Oh, you sent that one. Okay. But this actually makes way more sense than you might think, and it's really disturbing. Why didn't he release the list? Just saying. And then this one, hope you have a nightmare and a shit. I hope you have a nightmare and shit the bed. Wow. Is this for the Remembrance Week? Like what is happening? All right, let's check it out. We have I'm looking. I don't see it. Which DM? I don't see it, Shell. Well, we're going to go ahead and drop YouTube because YouTube sucks. So YouTube, before you get dropped, please check it. There's no difference on the browser, Shell. They're all in the same chat now. YouTube folks, check out the website, patriotdad.org. You can leave me a tip. You can check out the community here, Patriot Dad Family. You can also check out our live schedule. So I appreciate you all. If you want to be here for the whole show, though, guys, you should definitely be on X or Rumble. YouTube kind of sucks. So bye.